One, never be a bitch and run. You gotta fight for an eye for an eye, gun for a gun. Even if it's evil for evil, we at war with these devils for the blood of our people. Two, always stay down with the truth. Once I weed out the fake, now I'm down to a few. It's never ever been about numbers. Yeah, I'd rather have a couple of shooters, long as they real gunners. Three, always keep some soldiers around me. Spoken prophecies go forth to make the blind see. Trying to lead a horse to the water, and you ain't got a drink, but the other option is slaughter. Four, we risk our life for the sick and poor. Truth, I spit it raw. You ain't never heard this before. We gotta ride for each other. We ain't nothing like the others for the blood of my brothers. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, if you wanna ride, it's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. With my brothers, we'll die for each other. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. It's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other, nigga. Five, if I say slide, then my niggas slide. Why y'all devils trying to get after my niggas stay live, certified. I'll put my fucking name on it. Cold word, thunderstorm, bullets make it rain on them. Six, had to trade a garment for a chopstick. I know my op sick is wartime, it's time to mop shit. And yeah, we know your last known whereabouts. Searching through them holes in the rocks, we bout to air it out. Seven, trying to build the kingdom of heaven. The first order of business is to silence the reverend. Yeah, all the churches we gotta seize. Go to Captain Kahan and tell him, sir, we got the keys. 8, gotta make sure my niggas straight. We don't know the date, but the saints patiently wait. Until then, we gotta ride for each other. We ain't nothing like the others for the blood of my brothers, nigga. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, if you wanna ride, it's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. With my brothers, we'll die for each other. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. It's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other, niggas. Home of the truth, we take off. Don't like what we say, cause they soft. If they ain't with it, that stay lost. If they make up a group, it's a break off. And we don't do unity camps. It's only one body in Christ. We follow these laws. Endure to the end that we sacrifice. Every day we working, exposing these lies and false teachers. Hell yeah, we gonna talk about it. Blasting the truth through these loudspeakers. You niggas just acting like bitches. Only care about riches. Give a fuck about your feelings. You're killing our sisters. And I can't forget to mention you niggas is snitches. Got us fucked up. Y'all niggas just talk tough. Acting like y'all about shit. Y'all really need to shut the fuck up. UPK, we warlords. We take ground and we here to stay. Get rid of the get gone. Fuck a break off. Y'all in the way. Let me tell you something, man. The ISUPK under Commander Jimmy Yohana been here since 1969. We ain't gonna let no fake Israelite group, no unity camp. You understand? No fringes on the shirt wearing motherfuckers tell us what the fuck to do, man. Y'all sitting here letting heathens in your group killing our sisters, man. You ought to be a goddamn shame of yourself, man. We ain't gonna stand for that, man. We're gonna continue to speak out against that. We ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't gonna run us off no block. You understand? Under normal circumstances, I would have a whole nother verse on this song. But see, these ain't normal circumstances. These the type of circumstances where everything needs to be addressed, man. Everything needs to be put out on the table, man. A mirror needs to be put out in front of you niggas' faces, man. So y'all can see what y'all doing. You need to see your transgressions. That's the only way this shit gonna get resolved, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to sit down at the table. You gotta get rid of your pride, man. You gotta repent from your transgressions. You gotta come together, man, in one body. Now, ISUPK is the home of the truth. The ISUPK is that one body, man. That's the only way this gonna get resolved. So now, what you gonna do? You gonna barbecue, you gonna mildew, man. You gotta make a choice. And those are your only options. I pray you understand. You are now tuned in to the ISUPK, the Commander General Yohana. We the watchmen over our people. You understand? We taking over every block, every radio station, every social media platform. Black Watch.
Still in the hood with the ox, setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox, setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still UPK, still undefeated. Still one West, still keep the heat up, still in the streets, still on the block. My people need healing, priests and prophets, bring it out. Black Watch. The white man is the devil, drop dead and kick rocks. Blood of an Israelite, this for the 12 tribes. I'm a soldier, motherfucker, so I'm ready to fly. Cause the line play with your life. Now who they talking about that UPK? Long beards and them niggas with them boots and braids. Raising up the children of Israel every goddamn day. Warfare, angry black men with praise. UPK, motherfucker. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out.
Still in the hood, in the field, in the street, still trying to wake our people up, even though they sleep. We the sheep being led astray by these wicked bastards. Whitey the devil push their agenda through these Christian pastors. Throw us in the ghettos, we adapt to that. Fuck them 40 acres in the mule, they can have it back. UPK soldiers on the rise and we ain't having that. In the kingdom, we gon' rule the earth, just imagine that. Fuck Obama, fuck Trump, and fuck Biden. The righteous and wicked forever colliding. It will not stop. And when we get the order, then we riding. When the warlords come outside, them devils hiding. Nigga, Black Watch.
Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out.
Young Billy.
Black Watch.
Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it.
If you want it, you gotta take it. Hastily, but waiting patiently, we trying to make it. Don't be mistaken. We was auctioned off and itemized. The priest and prophets here to help you see the truth while y'all idolize. The wolves disguise, the sheep just peep. The judgment they reap while they weep, it be gnashing the teeth. We fight for a seat, we want the the rulership while spectators keep on watching. Check the viewership. Here where warriors dwell, living in hell, trying to tip the scales, mixing up this liquor with this ginger ale. Family turn foes, Lord knows, even those that live in the same household. Now is the time to get right, cause just like a thief in the night, you gon' see Christ. Soldiers standing mighty in the sight, and if you want it, you gon' have to fight.
Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight.
Came up out the gutter, out the mud, out the slum. If I choose to break you off, you gon' get some. It's unavoidable. I got my finger on the trigger. I be killing devils, I ain't never killed a nigga. I be feeling good about my murders, cause they righteous. They spirit fly high into the sky like a kite does. Ain't no turning back when I'm committed, yeah, it's warfare. Put a hole in your temple, yeah, I left a scar there. They think it's a game, but it's not. They don't know me. I'm preaching the one you holler. Worldly rap name, dope the music industry, real dirty and it's gay. You punk ass niggas had fun, you had a field day. But it's over now, priests and prophets on the scene. Bringing order back to the rap game. Never sell my soul for green. To the youth, I gotta be a light for it. Righteousness will reign on the earth, we gon' have to fight for it.
Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. You gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it. Anything that you want, you gon' have to fight for it.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all?
Mic check 1, 2.
Move over a little bit, Shalayala. Move over just a little bit.
Tap. Let me get myself in here. I'm in there.
Yeah, you in there. Yeah. What's going on, Israel? Just let it be known. You know how we get down. On my left, the end of the man of the hour, the prince of the power.
Me.
Officer 5,000 Shalayala.
Yeah.
I don't have no hand clap.
Right.
The iPad dead, but listen. clap. And right here in my middle is Officer 1,000 Yawala, money and muscles. You know, and me, Officer 5,000 Karab. You know what I'm saying? We here on another episode of Let It Be Known.
Let it be known.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to keep it a little bit raw today as dry bones. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be all fancy. It's going to just, we going to get where we could get. You hear what I'm saying? But how everybody doing?
Listen, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling and rocking. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep doing this work, everything is all good. So
that's right.
That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's listening to the one person that's listening right now, make sure you share it and tag everybody that you can tag. Let's get these numbers up. Let's get people in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're holding it down and you with us, show us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show you. You know what I'm saying? So, hold it down for us one time. What's going on? Y'all, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I've been doing a lot of research. And it's a lot of things happening and changing very quickly.
Right.
And if you taking too much time to get involved, you're going to be left behind. You got people having these discussions. They talking about stuff so much they're not getting involved. Meanwhile, the future is among you. It is here. You know what I mean? Listen, it's going to pass you. It's going to pass you. So, without giving up everything, it's been interesting.
Let's get right into it then. Let's get right into the war.
Let's get right into it.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So we back. So start off a little bit what we about to go into first, y'all.
Listen, obviously, unless you've been living under a rock, AI has been the topic of discussion lately.
Hold on. What is AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Okay.
Artificial intelligence has been the topic of this discussion lately. We see it moving so quickly because it has an exponential growth. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not just 1 and 2 and 3. It's like 1, 10,000. You know what I mean?
They count by the tens.
It's
the tens and hundreds.
It's the growth is crazy.
Right. Okay.
Now, the way the AI is being taught is called machine learning. Right. So you're giving it massive amounts of data, and it's learning from that data.
Right.
You know, the thing about AI is it's not human. I know that sounds like a basic thing, but you think at the speed of your brain, right?
Right.
You don't think at the speed of light. You don't think at the speed of electricity. You know what I mean? You don't think as fast as electricity going through silicon. Right. So this is why AI is moving so fast.
Right.
It learns way faster than you. And it's the big topic of discussion because it's the biggest thing in the market. It's going to change every market, especially as it becomes more and more available to the general public. Now, the big wigs, they see that this is happening. They see that now is the time to try to control AI before it really gets into the people's hands.
All right.
They want to control it kind of before that. They want to regulate it. They don't want you to be able to do everything that you want to do with it. Because just in the past few months, especially with Chat GPT, right? It's a language model, but it went further than that. You're able to ask it to do anything. You understand?
Right.
So you can type a story up, send it to Chat GPT and say, make this a movie, make this a script, and it'll write it all out for you. You can say, write me a contract for music, and it'll do it. I mean, better than any human can ever do it.
Wow, that's kind of, that's of course it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? To see this disgusting, filthy technology that just can do things like this, but how does it benefit, or how is it crucial to us?
Well, let me finish. At the same time that's happening, you have imagery and video AI doing machine learning also. So everyone sees the AI pictures and stuff,
right?
And they're getting better and better and better. It hasn't even been like a year. So it went from a blob mess to a masterpiece in less than a year. So if you project how it's going to be in the future, it's going to be like undeniable, right? Like you're not going to be able to tell the difference between that and real life.
Right.
So like I personally have photos that's created from AI, and you can't tell that's not a photo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting that good. And with that model, we're only in the 5th generation. 5. Imagine 10. It's ridiculous. All the companies are jumping on top of it, things of that nature. It can benefit us and hurt us. It depends on what industry you're in. You know what I mean? So like, in a minute, they're not gonna need photographers for photo shoots. They're not gonna need graphic designers for advertisements. They're not gonna need all that to get all done for the AI. So that's millions of jobs lost.
Yeah. So just think about that. All your life growing up in the hood, you think like, listen, I could be a model, a rapper, basketball player. Sooner or later, you might not even be able to be a model no more,
right?
Or a rapper, because you got all these AIs doing everything already.
They already have digital models now,
right?
You don't know they're digital models. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like that have a career and was created by someone else, and you can't tell if you look at it. That's a digital model,
right?
You know what I mean? They already swapping voices for the songs and things like that. You see digital AI songs coming out. This is in the beginning. So if you can imagine what will happen in 3 years and 7, it crushes so many industries. So, the big wigs are trying to find a way to regulate it.
Right.
And that's what we're going to get into.
Let's touch on it real quick. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I want the people to understand what they're looking at and what they understand. what's being brought out and why, how and why it affects them. Let's see what we got.
All right, so it said AI is the top topic at the secret Bilderberg meetings between big tech, government, intelligence agencies, Pfizer CEO, WEF, which is World Economic Forum, and more. So all of these people are part of the Bilderberg group. They meet and basically decide world politics or the direction the world's going to go into. And the topic of discussion was AI, period. So like they're not discussing like money, they're discussing AI because that is going to determine the future. That is going to determine who makes the money. Your industry can be obsolete with AI, or if you have a hold on it, you could run every industry. You know what I mean? So all the things we just named, you have to understand that there's one company called OpenAI. They own ChatGPT. You know what I mean? Like, so all these companies, this is going to be the future. This is going to be what's running the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just recently, Samsung was caught using ChatGPT to check their source code for their phones that you're going to have. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's using it. And if you are too late to the party, it's going to be too late to catch up. The fact that it's moving this fast, if you are not involving yourself in AI,
right,
by the time you feel like it's the thing to do,
it's already too late.
Gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're with these meetings, they're trying to find ways to regulate it now. So you have to learn about it so you can be able to access it before it's not accessible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like at one time, the internet wasn't restricted, right? Like when we came up, when the internet first came out, it was unrestricted. You had to dial into the World Wide Web, right? You had to dial into it. It wasn't controlled through, Verizon and AT&T. You understand? Like you're not going online.
Right.
You're going on their network and they're going online. There's a bit of a difference. Now, if you go on directly, they call that the dark web because you're directly accessing it. But here's the thing. No one sees that as that, right? It's just normal. We go online, normal. But before, it wasn't like that. It was unrestricted. So AI right now is unrestricted. There's going to come a time where it's restricted.
Right.
Where you're not going to be able to even learn all the things that you can learn today to use it. So now's the time to learn. Get in those beta programs. Learn everything you can right now.
Right.
Whatever your industry is, incorporate AI into your industry because it might take your industry. You know what I mean? That might be the job. And you want to make sure you're the one with it. So if I have a design agency and I have 30 designers, with this AI, I could fire all of them. And have a faster output. Things that took weeks and months takes minutes. Literally. I'm not extrapolating, I'm not exaggerating. Literally, I can text a prompt. I need a picture of this and this guy with a watch, whatever, and it will make it in a minute.
Right.
Something that would took artists weeks to work on. You know what I mean? So, and you got to think of a company, they're going to save their money. They ain't going to keep you because they love you. So this is your job. So you want to be ingratiated in the AI now because you want to be the person they call. Hey, we need this many things this week.
Right.
So you'll still have a job. The person who's not involved like that won't have a job. Let's get right to the article because this is the meeting between the Bilderberg group. The big wigs. When you talk about the Illuminati and all these people and who runs the world. Well, they're talking about AI.
Hey, listen, if y'all out there, make sure y'all like, share, and comment. Listen, make sure you comment. Make sure you share. We need brothers and sisters to share out there so we can get this content out there. You know what I'm saying? So the world can hear exactly what's going on out here because it's absolutely terrible and horrifying. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Come on.
Let's get right into it.
Let me read it. Artificial intelligence is at the top of the agenda at the Bilderberg meeting, an annual or secretive meeting of politic and business elites. And attending will be executives from top companies developing AI like OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and Microsoft CEO for the Satya Nadella.
Right. So this is the owner of OpenAI, who owns ChatGPT, which is the biggest model of AI right now, and Microsoft, the owner of Microsoft. These are the people who attended this meeting, who's trying to figure out a way to put a reins on AI so that only they benefit. Only they benefit. Because right now, you could benefit right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, if you just think of the company, the website Fiverr, where you go on there and you pay someone to make a picture for you or whatever. Right. This will replace all of them. That whole company is going to go bust because of this. So they're having meetings to try to figure out, how do we reel this in? Right. It says the director of cybersecurity and infrastructure security agency, that's the CISA, Jen Easterly, the president of the World Economic Forum, Borg Brin, and Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla are some of the notable attendees. Like, these are the people who is attending this meeting. The Pfizer CEO, Pfizer is the one who gave you the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? They make $1 trillion. They're investing in AI. You know what I mean? The person who runs the World Economic Forum is in this meeting talking about AI. That's your money right there. That's your digital dollar. AI will determine how it works, how that digital dollar works that they're trying to introduce. The owner of Microsoft is in there, right?
Right.
That's all your computers and such. That's your software. Like, it goes far, and far. The reaches is almost immeasurable on how this is what the future is going to become. And with a lot of things, our people always get left behind. When the industries change, they always leave our people behind. So I want to make sure our people jump on this now. Unless you have a job that is irreplaceable, right, like a plumber or something like that. Any type of job where you're typing, any type of job, anything like that, you're gone. You see the script writers are on strike right now. The writers are on strike right now. They're not, listen, it's not looking good for them.
Right.
Because AI can write scripts. Believe it or not. They're putting in all the data from all the movies ever, and AI will write the scripts. Give me a movie with a love interest and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Make it engaging, make it 60 minutes, whatever the case may be. And that's that. It goes on to say, never mind. AI has become a hot button topic in recent months following the rise of AI-enabled chat box ChatGPT, developed by Microsoft-backed startup OpenAI. Its CEO Altman testified before Congress earlier this week, and politicians were quick to establish their plans to control it through regulation. So right now, it is not regulated. You can be involved. Once they regulate it, man, you know who's not going to get involved.
Oh, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Exactly. Listen, they're always kicking you out the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like housing. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to go into that neighborhood. So get involved now.
Not only that, even if we were accessible to get there, it's going to come with a fee.
Well, that's how they price you out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, think of this, right? So if you wanted to buy the whole Adobe suite, right? Adobe, that's Photoshop, Illustrator. These are industry standards.
The whole set.
If you want to buy the whole set, and I want to be a graphic designer, listen, it's thousands of dollars,
right,
to buy the whole thing. Midjourney costs $8 a month.
Eliminates everything,
and it replaces all of that. ChatGPT is free right now.
Mm-hmm.
Replaces all of that.
Right.
So it's like these companies are not going to sit back and just watch their company fail.
Right.
They're coming together and they're figuring out a way to regulate it, which means they're going to probably price you out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's see.
Yeah, let's get some more into it because this is crazy. This is interesting. Let me ask you just your opinion. How does this affect the hood? You know what I'm saying? How does this affect the people that's in the ghettos and so forth and so on? And man, they don't even care about what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? How does this affect them?
It affects our neighborhood immensely because we are impoverished, like as a whole.
Right.
A lot of our ways to get out, a lot of our ways to make money are creative ways, right? Things that don't have a high ceiling. Like the reason black people play basketball is because you only got to spend $20 for a ball.
Right.
And you can go to any park and you can play basketball. The reason we play football because you only got to spend $10 for a football. It has a low ceiling. The reason we don't play hockey because you got to buy pads, sticks. You have to have a membership to an ice rink. It prices us out.
Not only that, if you don't know how to skate, you asked out the sport anyway.
You need training.
But even if, like you saying, in affording the equipment,
right,
that X's you out regardless. You could be the best skater in the world.
But
but if you can't afford the equipment,
but it's a lose because let's say you can afford the equipment, but you don't know how to skate.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Right. At least in basketball,
us being the salt of the earth, we're pretty good at what we do.
Listen, here's the thing.
So if you can't afford it, then
you can practice and be good at something. But what if you have to pay for practicing? Right. Ice rinks ain't free. You have to pay to get in there. It's not like your park, the regular park. You know what I'm saying? Because it costs way more money to maintain. You know what I mean? They need the person, you need the machine. It's a job, so they charge you to go in there. So for you to practice, you got to pay every time you got to go to practice. Imagine if you had to pay every time you had to go to practice.
Right.
You wouldn't be in that sport, which is why we're not in that sport. So things that have a low ceiling is how we generally get out of the hood. Creative things, drawing don't cost much. You know what I mean? Comedy's free. I'm telling jokes. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is the problem is with AI. A lot of those creative endeavors are going to be taken over.
Right. So
they won't need you for that, and that's where we lose.
So is there a solution for it?
Yes, I'm telling you the solution. Get acclimated now.
Acclimated in
meaning learn about AI now. Learn how to use these programs because the only job going to be left is like you managing that.
Okay, I can dig. I think I can dig it. So learn how to work AI.
Yes,
artificial intelligence.
Yes, because remember the CEO of the company not going to do it. Right? He's going to tell you, hey, we need 10 pictures of this for this, whatever. We say we have a campaign, an advertising campaign. We need 10 campaigns or whatever. You got to work on it. Generally, there will be hundreds of people, they're drawing and things like that. And it takes, months. They're showing their stuff. They're getting it approved. Now with this, you don't need those people.
Right.
But you're still going to need one person who I tell to run the AI to get what I need. So everyone, if you don't know how to run it, if you don't know the correct prompts to put in, which determines your results, then you're fired.
Right. Okay, understandable. That's terrible though. That's
and listen, they're meeting up right now to try to regulate it. Regulating it a lot of time is because these are private companies.
Right.
Is pricing it out.
Damn.
Meaning. You have to be serious,
right?
Meaning you have to spend a lot of money, and then we know you're serious. Like for instance, Midjourney is like $8 an hour normally, right? But the way Midjourney works, everyone can see what you're working on. So if I put in a prompt of I want a picture of a star shining on one guy, whatever, everyone can see that I put that prompt in. And they see the picture that was created. That's on the normal subscription. But there's corporate subscriptions in Midjourney.
Right.
So if I pay $60 a month, no one can see what I'm working on. But that's $60 a month. That's like 7 Netflix subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? Now there's the even larger corporate subscription where it's $600 a month.
Right.
Not only can no one see, it works faster. They use more GPU, more speed.
Right.
I can have 10 people working on the same at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like regulating it.
Right.
To whereas you're not gonna be able to afford these things.
Right.
This is it. These are the prices unregulated.
Right. So imagine when it's regulated, and then you have to pay thousands of dollars just to get in for the basic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want the $600 one now, that's impossible. You have to work for the company.
Exactly.
You have to be this. You have to have a degree in AI, such and such.
Exactly.
They're just letting you know that we're going to be in a deeper hole that we're in now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, listen, why do you think the leader of the World Economic Forum, you know what I'm saying? Meaning these people determine the economics of the world, everyone's money, and what things are going to be spent on. Why do you think he's there with the owner of the Chat GPT, with the owner of the security? Like, because this is all entwined. It's all entwined together. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be left behind, because you will be.
Right.
You're already trailing behind if you're not involved now. Right now. And I'm talking, listen, just to give you an example, I wrote 2 scripts with Chat GPT last week. And put it in script form. Whereas you can read it and we can sit in the room and all of that. Right. Put it in professional form where I can send it to someone and have, hey, I want this movie made. Like last week. No experience script writing, none of that. Like, that's how powerful these AI models are. And this is year 1. You know what I'm saying? Everything we're saying is in year 1. Right. In 10 years, it's going to be ridiculous. It wouldn't even be a question to have another person do it. It will just be the thing. AI would just be the thing that does it. You get what I'm saying? It's like an elevator now, right? There used to be a person who used to walk into, hey, take me on 5th.
Right.
And he'll and go to the 5th floor. Today,
elevator man.
And you'll tip him and, hey, he'll feed his family. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not even a question today.
All the ones we said we do.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not even a question today. So now you using the elevator, you don't think of a doorman. You press the button and that's that. You know what I mean? And that's that. Now, you know, that's the future. That's how seamless it's going to be.
Right.
Where you don't think about the elevator man. You don't think about a designer no more. Like the Chat GPT is the designer. You know what I mean? It is the script writer. It is whoever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's read a little bit more.
Let's see.
All right, it says about 130 participants from 23 countries are expected to attend the secretive meeting, which started Thursday and will end on Sunday. It says the annual meeting was launched in 1954. This is the Bilderberg Group. Supposedly to facilitate dialogue between North America and Europe. About 2/3 of its participants are from Europe. The majority of the participants are from the government and politics.
Right.
It says details of what is discussed is kept secret. The Bilderberg meeting is a forum for information discussions about major issues.
Right.
The meetings are held under the Kaufman House rule, which states that participants are free to use the information received, but neither the identity nor the affiliation of the speaker nor any participant may be revealed. By the way, this info is leaked. It wasn't supposed to get out.
Right.
You wasn't supposed to know that the same people who run the World Economic Forum are talking to the same people who runs Chat GPT, are talking to the same people who runs, Microsoft.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they all coming together to try to regulate this thing because it is that powerful. Now, why are you not getting involved?
Right.
You know, this is a war on your front. This is an economic war.
The thing about it, you see all these not headquarters, with these politicians, governments, executives, CEOs, they getting together because they know this can't be. Listen, we can't just let regular people have this. This got to be regulated by the government.
Exactly.
We have to tax this. We got to do something about it because if we don't, this is millions and billions of dollars that we letting loose to the public.
Exactly. They want their piece.
Right.
Listen, something else I want to go into. Just because it kind of ties in.
Mm-hmm.
Where we at?
For what other thing before? No. You don't. All right, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go into the FBI. The FBI broke the law over 278,000 times with illegal searches on Americans.
Let me get it.
Now, the reason I'm bringing this out right after the AI thing is because this is how they behave.
Who's this?
Well, this is the FBI.
Oh.
But I want to show how
the Friendly Brother Institute.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
I just want to show how, like, okay, government wants to regulate AI. How do they behave when they're in control of things?
Right.
And this is a good example. This is the government. The FBI broke the law.
This seems like it's going to be a good one right here.
The FBI broke the law over 278,000.
Whoa. FBI broke the what?
Broke the law.
The FBI.
The FBI. The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Federal Bureau.
Wow. How many times?
278,000 times.
That's a typo. That's a typo.
No.
I mean 2.78.
No. 278,000 times.
Wow.
With illegal searches.
The FBI.
Yes.
I wonder who those illegal searches were on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably
on Americans.
On Americans. On Americans.
Oh, so Mr. McGillicuddy, and Mr. Steinberg, they are part of this.
Remember when I said you are the target?
Yeah.
I think it was like the last episode. You are the target. Like they're looking at you. Not they're looking at some terrorist in a cave.
Ain't that something crazy?
That's not dangerous to them. You're dangerous to them.
That's absolutely dangerous. Listen, y'all. I want y'all, the people that's watching. We only got a couple of people watching. Make sure you like and share this. You got to share this content. You got to share it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody beat us out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't let no punks, no suckers, no chumps that's coming against this school and coming against us beat us. Like it and share it. And when you share it, tag everybody that you know.
Right.
Tag them. You know what I'm saying? And let's push this content. Let's push this truth. We do an intense amount of studying. We do an intense amount of just researching. You make sure that you push this content. All right? Go ahead, Yawala. Bring it out nice and strong, brother.
It says the FBI made 278,000 illegal searches under Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act.
Was Breonna Taylor one of those, maybe, you think?
Right. Yes.
You think Breonna Taylor was one?
Yes. Go further than that.
It
goes
what
further
about
than
Sean
that.
Bell?
Yes.
Does it go further than that?
Go further than that.
Sean Bell got shot up.
Go further than that.
16,000 times, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, y'all thinking about
what about the Central Park 6?
Go further than that.
The Central 5 is that? That's what it is, right?
Listen, they're searching not only those people, they're searching people who support those people.
Right. So this counts if they pull you over and search your car.
Yes.
Right.
It counts if say you was on Facebook and you was like, rest in peace, such and such.
Right.
Rest in peace, George Floyd. Rest in peace. Yeah. They looked into you too.
So that's searching your phone records and searching your Facebook and your Instagram and your TikTok and your Twitter and your Twitch and all of that and your WhatsApp and all of that. They searching all of that. So these are a part of these illegal searches. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that something?
Listen, the data database to target suspects of January 6th riot, George Floyd protesters. If you was mad at the George Floyd and you protested, they was on you. Those mysterious deaths, they're not so mysterious. You know what I mean? It says victims of crimes. Even if you're the victim,
we're gonna look at you too.
We're
gonna wonder why were you a victim?
Man, why do you want to hurt you? Who are you? And donors of congressional candidates.
Ain't that something? Donors.
So you giving money to certain organizations?
They're gonna know.
They looking into you. You ain't do nothing illegal, but this is an illegal search. So who cares? It's an illegal search, so who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what happens when they in control.
Ain't that something? So black man, woman, and child, let me tell you something. If you're living in a legal lifestyle,
right,
to the few that's listening, if you're living in a legal lifestyle, this oppressor is on you. He's going to watch you and he's going to get you right. Now, if you live in a righteous lifestyle, guess what? The oppressor is watching you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Either way. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, so to speak. You understand? I would choose to live a righteous life. You know what I'm saying? And choose the Most High God. That's what I would choose. Because we've had brothers in here have the FBI. What's the other one? The
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. Right. You know what I'm saying? They done been to brothers' houses and so on and so on.
I've been followed.
Listen.
They followed me from New York to Philly one time. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Brother been followed. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So choose righteousness or wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Right. And this is the reason why. Go ahead, brother.
In recent years, the FBI has come under fire from lawmakers and activists for abusing Section 702 database to search for the communications of Americans without a warrant. The Bureau has claimed it has implemented procedure changes to reduce non-compliance with the rules of government. By the way, this is white talk for I don't think I broke the law.
Right. Yeah, right. This is oppressor talk.
Yeah, this is white talk. They call it gish gaveling. You know, when someone tell you, hey, why'd you do that? Well, in the circumstances, you know, I was reluctant to. It's gish gab. It's a way of over talking to hide the fact that you did something illegal. And clearly it was illegal. It says the FBI is only supposed to search the database if an agent is sure they will get evidence of a crime or get information relevant to foreign intelligence.
And you know what's funny? That sounds like every police officer in the world.
Yes, it does.
It don't even matter if you're the FBI, CIA. It's letting you know. Listen, an FBI agent is sure that they will get evidence of a crime or get information relevant to the foreign intelligence. They don't make sure none of that.
No.
It's like, listen, this is the badge. You see it. Get out the car.
You know it's ironic. Like when you see these like FBI TV shows, like, you know, you see Quantico and all of this shit. All people know that that's propaganda.
Right.
Like literally the FBI funds these shows. And what do they put in these shows? What happens all the time in these shows? Right? They'll show you a crime, something that they can't see. You see it as the audience, right? You saw what happened, but they didn't see it. The cops didn't see it. And then the cop will use a hunch, have a feeling, right? He'll do something that he shouldn't do. But it all worked out because we got the bad guy.
Right.
That is social programming or social nudging, as we spoke about before. Cops are not supposed to use hunches and break the law. Because you know what that's called? That's called I say excuse. I got a hunch he did it. What does that mean? You have evidence he did it?
And it's funny. We grew up watching movies like that.
Yeah, and you didn't put two and two together. Right. That the cop is breaking the law.
Right.
You'll see them like break into a house. The killer's in here. I have a hunch.
Like, you know,
it's illegal.
You know, saying that reminds me. You remember Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Right.
In the beginning, he's hunting the girl, and he just walks into the club, and he's not even supposed to be there with the girl.
Right.
And he's telling her straight up, "I'll follow you wherever you go. I have no life. I have no wife. I have no kids. We're together. I'll do whatever."
That's illegal.
Yeah, I'll do whatever the whatever.
But that's how they socially get you to believe. Well, if he did it, then the person must have been wrong.
Or
right?
they're doing it for the greater good.
The greater good.
Right.
When in reality, they're just ruling over you. It's the same people who oppress you. It ain't for the greater good. It's for rulership.
Right.
You know what I mean? This law was for foreign agents, but they're using it on you. Protesters, like whoever they don't like, essentially.
Right.
Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the war is real. This is what's going on. The scriptures say in Matthew that we're going to hear wars and rumors of wars, and everybody thinks there's bombs and grenades and everything else, but no. Right now, it's a digital war going on.
Right.
Absolutely. It's a whole different digital war going on, a virtual war going on. I mean, this is crazy. Who the hell knew about some AI? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knew about that? The average brother in the projects is not even thinking about no AI. But if you like and share this and put it out there, that brother might get a hold of this.
Right.
Maybe he can hear this and see this. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't do it, then it's your fault too.
Right.
It's your fault. It's not our fault because we put it out there. So it's your fault if you're not putting this information out there. Y'all got to tune in and get with it, y'all. This is Let It Be Known, man. And this is the War Report with
Officer Yahweh Allah.
Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Officer of 1,000.
Right.
Yahweh Allah represent Long Island, New York. You know what I'm saying? We are this is Let It Be Known, and this is the goddamn War Report. You know what I'm saying? You got more you want to add, brother? Keep going if you want to go.
I just want to go keep going just a little bit. It says, in the recently unsealed opinion, the Foreign Intelligence Service Court threatened to take action if the FBI doesn't improve compliance. Now, the court found almost 300,000 cases of non-compliance between 2020 and early 2021. That's in 1 year. 300,000 cases in 1 year. The FBI is a rogue group.
Yeah.
clearly. And listen, they not trying to find the terrorists with the bomb. They're looking at you.
Right.
You. Why are you supporting this person who could, I don't know, cut our budget?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's when you see congressional donors and things. That's what they're looking at. They're protecting themselves. Like, if this person gets in office, you know, they can cut our budget.
Right. Let's
look into his donors. Let's break into their phones. Right. See if I can find any dirt. Get them arrested. That's how they work. That's what you're up against.
Right.
And listen, it's not just art when it comes to like AI and machine learning. All systems are starting to use machine learning, including the justice system. Now, you have to understand how machine learning works. It takes all of the data given to it, and it works to it. It learns from that. You know what I mean? It compiles it, and it learns. Here's the problem. Your oppressor is racist.
Right.
So if AI is using machine learning, especially through the internet, guess what they're going to think? They're going to think black people are more extreme. They're more criminal, right? Because black people have the highest arrest rate, but they don't talk about how the fact that we have the highest police rate. We have the highest exoneration rate also. You know what I mean? So this all ties into whereas you might look like you might do a crime to AI just because it's racist out here.
Right.
So this is why black people have to be involved in AI. You know what I mean? You don't want these things starting to go off the wagon and then it runs your life. You know what I mean? Like everything will be controlled by AI. Everything. You know what I mean? How we know if you paid your taxes on time, AI. That affects everyone with a job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your tolls, AI. Your driving, AI. It's everything. There's no escaping it. There's no you living in this country and escaping AI. You know what I'm saying?
Essentially, it's gonna be like China.
That's the model.
Right.
That's the model.
People don't know. Explain that, because some people might not know that.
In China, they have a social credit score. Social, meaning if you are deemed not a good person to the Chinese government, guess what? You won't be able to travel. the money won't work. You can have the money, it won't let you buy a ticket. You know what I mean? You won't be able to buy gas. Like, that's how much control they have. All their cameras are CCC cameras where they can see your face. In China right now, they pay for everything with their scan of their face. Like, that's how they pay for things. Like, they scan their face, boop, it's connected to your bank account.
Right.
Done. If you jaywalk in China, right? They don't have a case and you got to sit down from no. They just take it out your account. Like the fine, they just take it out of your account. The camera sees your face, him, boop, it's taken out. You can't fight it, it's gone.
And that's what America wants.
Yes, because they don't want you to be autonomous.
Right, of course.
You know what I mean? They want you to just be a money-making machine for the empire. So if we could just keep you, just stay here and don't go nowhere and make money for us, and that's that.
Especially in a place and a rulership where we have no say already. They want to take the last bit of your check.
Right.
Off this and this. And it's funny with that because it's so ironic. One of my ribs saying like, "Yo, they took the such and such out my account and it's withdrawn, like overdrawn $20, $30, and I had to give her some money, but it's just letting you know she wasn't prepared for that.
No,
and that's letting you know like it's deeper than that. You think you gonna go to the hospital and then leave without them deducting this? Or going to the doctor or to the dentist, whatever, especially in the medical field. Forget about it. You won't be able to do nothing in the medical field without instant. What's your name? ID? Oh, don't worry about it. It's already done.
Taken out already.
Already done. Or whatever you don't have in there, guess what? You overdraft.
Yeah, that's your problem.
You pay it back.
That's your problem.
Right.
Listen, we spoke about it on a past episode. They want your money to expire.
Right.
Meaning they don't want you to be even able to save money. So since it's going to be digital money, they want it to be able to expire. So like if you don't spend this money in 10 months, the money expires. It just will start going away. So we're going to force you to engage with the economy. You know what I mean? Even though the billionaires, all of their money is stored. Remember, you can't even spend $1 billion in 1,000 lifetimes. Like, what they're doing is being a billionaire is hoarding money. That's what you're physically doing. I have $1 billion. I'm hoarding it.
Right.
They want your money to expire from your lowly check. Spend it. You know what I mean? Because that's good for the economy. You spend the money. You making money and you spending money. This way we can stay rich.
Damn right.
And AI, listen, the World Economic Forum is in this meeting. AI is going to be their way to do it. So you want to make sure we're involved. You don't want it to be just a white boys group. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it is. Our people, I don't see our people getting into AI. I don't see our people talking about AI. I don't see our people going into these beta programs. I don't see our people using this thing that's there, unregulated right now.
At least not as much. It needs to be more.
It needs to be immensely more.
Right.
It's going to steamroll everyone. So get ready. That's the new war, an economic war and a digital war. Because why shoot you? We need you to spend money. I don't want you dead. I want you working, and that's all. And I want that money to come to me. That's the war that we're in right now. And they're finding creative ways. Remember, this is like, you look at the 2008 crash. Those were financial tools that they used with the housing market. You know what I mean? The reason why the financial crash happened is because they would give out basically mortgages for dirt cheap, right? So it's like, oh, you mean I can get a house and only pay $100 a month, right? And once that package is done, they'll take that, package it up with like a 401k or something else, and put that on the stock market and bet against it or for it. Now, what happened is obviously you can't afford this damn house. You know what I'm saying? So after a few months or year, 2 years, your real payment will come. So now it's like, boom, it went from you paying $100 a month to, $1,000 a month. You can't afford it. You get evicted. They already made their money because they sold it the package. They packaged it. They sold that to be put on stock market. So they already made their money. They don't care what happened to you. So what happens? Everybody can't afford their houses. Everybody get evicted. You know what I mean? Housing market crash. Boom. But you have to understand what happened. It was a financial tool first that started this whole thing. Well, you're looking at them trying to create new financial tools through AI. You know what I mean? If I make the dollar digital, I can control the dollar now without having it in my hand. I'm still in control of it. When it's a regular dollar, when you get it, when should I get it? He can spend it however the fuck he wants. Nothing you can do. But if it's a digital dollar, I can make sure he can't spend it the way I don't want him to spend it. I can make sure it'll expire, so he must spend it. And these are the new financial tools. And AI is how they're going to do it. It's going to be the mechanism. It's not like it's going to be a person who's monitoring you. It's going to be AI. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we need to be involved. We need to understand what's happening so we can say no, do something. You know what I mean? Because right now, things are just moving and no one's saying nothing about it. You know? Listen, that has been the war report. You know, get on AI. Get in these programs, Chat GPT, OpenAI, Dolly, Midjourney, all of them. Get involved. Search the hashtag AI. See what's being said. You know what I mean? Go on YouTube and just search that. Just search that. Watch some of them videos. See what's happening in this booming market that's going to change your life. You know, because if not, by the time it becomes super popular where you want to get involved, it's a little too late. When it comes to the point where you see it on TV and it's too late for you to get in. Get in now. That's it. Right. We back.
Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into a quick article. You know what I'm saying? Before we go into a little commercial break. It's going to be a short show, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a real short show. We got a few things we got to do this afternoon, so it's going to be real short. We're going to get into an article about a little black boy that got shot for calling 911 and trying to help his mother, I believe. I'm not wrong. But we'll get into the article and we'll see. All right, let's read the article and let's dissect it as we go along. What we got going on?
I'm trying to get rid of this goddamn little thing right here. But all right, it says, "What did I do wrong? Mississippi police shoots 11-year-old who called 911 to help his mother against possible attacker."
Good night.
Just make sure everybody can see it. Y'all can see it. Y'all good.
Right. So listen, brother got shot. Young brother, little boy. I'm saying young brother. That's kind of putting some gloss on it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a little boy who got shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. He did not get killed. Excuse me. He got shot by the police for calling 911 to help his mother. If y'all can see on the screen, this is the young man that got shot. You know what I'm saying? By the police. Let's get more into it. Let's see why he got shot, how he got shot, when he got shot, where he got shot. Let's go into it and see what's going on.
It said community members of a town in the Mississippi Delta are demanding answers and accountability from police after an officer responding to a domestic disturbance shot an 11-year-old boy in the chest. What's it? Indiana? What is it? Indiana?
Indianapolis. Yeah.
Indianapolis. Police officer shot
Adrian
Murray after police were called to his home early Saturday morning to handle a domestic situation.
So there's a domestic situation going on. More than likely, that's his mother and some man. It could be his father, could not be his father, stepfather. or Uncle Teddy or whatever his title may be. You know what I'm saying? It was some type of dispute, and he obviously witnessed the dispute and he called 911. You know what I'm saying? He called the police.
Probably what he was taught to do.
Absolutely. We'll read further on and see what's going on with this. Let's go a little further.
Okay. According to the boy's mother, Nakala Murray, she instructed her son Adrian to call the police because of the father of another one of her children arrived at her home irate.
Now, she told her son to call the police for the father of another one of her children.
Right.
This one, UPK, sex is marriage.
Right.
And we stick with one another. And I'm not saying a woman cannot have other children, but when you're in the UPK, you begin to endorse and these morals that we have, and you take it on and you live these morals that we have.
That's right.
That's it. It's done. You know what I'm saying? It's me and you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. There's no more baby daddies after this. There's no more nothing after this.
Right.
This is it.
You just can't leave.
Yeah, that's it.
You have an argument, discussion, you just can't go out there and leave. We got to work this out to the death.
Got to work it out, baby.
To the death. That's what it really is about.
You mean to tell me you have to actually follow your vows?
That's it. Now, Christianity is leave him, girl, if he ain't working. Leave him if he ain't doing good. Christianity got this boy shot.
Right.
In retro, and to break it down a little deeper, Christianity got this little boy shot and killed. So, excuse me, not killed. I keep saying killed. Excuse me. He has not been killed, from what I understand. He's just been shot. So, this woman's other baby daddy
arrived
came to the house. Go ahead.
Irate at 4 a.m.
He was irate. 4 a.m. in the morning, he went to the house. More than likely, he was drunk.
Right.
At 4 o'clock in the morning. And he went to the house irate, which means he might have been banging on the door, doing whatever the case may be.
Who's in there? What's going on?
Open his door, bitch, and all that type of. He might have been doing all of that. Let's see what else. Come on.
It says Murray said that once an officer arrived, he'd already had his gun drawn. And asked those inside the house to come out.
The brother had the gun out already and was like, everybody come out this house right now. I mean,
first of all, they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You can't force people out the house. Second of all, you got your gun out already. Arrived with his gun out.
Yeah, with the gun out, you might have to. You know what I'm saying? With the gun out. Everybody get out the house right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, which means...
Well, why would the cop arrive with his gun out? He only
No, that wasn't a cop. They said the cop arrived?
No, that's
the cop.
Yeah. The
cop. Oh, the cop came with his gun out already. The cop came with his gun out.
You already know.
Oh.
Yeah, it says the cop.
Well, where they from? Where's this at again? Where's this at? Because
I don't want to go back.
Where they coming from? I mean, I'm not blaming it. I'm not
Mississippi.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well,
you can't.
I can't even comment on that. I don't even know because to come up with your gun out already. I don't know what the 911 call was. The boy could have been like
the domestic situation. So
yeah,
you already know somebody. In their eyes, a black man is beating on a black woman.
It could be definitely.
It could be a black man is beating on my precious white woman sister. I might have to because I don't know.
You never know. You never know.
So I have to come with the gun drawn out already.
Here's the
gun out.
Here's the problem I have. Right, a gun is deadly force. For you, why are you arriving with deadly force? Like. You don't know the situation. You listen. They have tasers. They have all this type of stuff. You don't even know what happened yet. You're not even there yet. You arrive with your gun out. That's what. And when you do things like that, people get shot. Like
right.
Why are you arriving to a scene with your gun out already? Remember, you're only supposed to use deadly force if you're imposed on with deadly force.
Right.
Like what do you? Why do you have a gun out already? At least figure something out. Yeah. If it was shots fired, okay.
That's how Tamir Rice got shot.
Right.
Police coming and just automatically shooting. You know,
and that was an open carry state. Meaning, even if it was a real gun that Tamir Rice had, it's not legal for the person to have a gun.
Well, he's a child.
I understand he's a child. It's still an open carry state.
I know, but he's a child. And
wait. So you're saying they knew he was a child?
I'm saying when he pulled up and seen seen it. He had to see the kid to sidebar. You know what I'm saying? He had to see the child and know like this is a kid. You know, so he got a book bag on. He look. You can tell as a grown man. You can look and say this is the child. So he had to, as he pulled.
Oh, I know that, but that's not what they was. That's not the defense they was trying to say.
He just wanted to shoot a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Right.
Real gun, fake gun, no gun. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to shoot a nigga. You know what I mean? Like that situation is just, one in its own. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I mean? That's just something different right there.
And it always shows in their eyes, guns don't belong in black people's hands.
Right.
That's how they always believe.
But that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that the Second Amendment is because they scared of us revolting. And not only that, they don't even see us as a whole man. So because of that, we're not ever supposed to have a gun in our hands.
But they also never see us as children either.
Right.
Clearly. We ain't children, but somehow we ain't men either.
Now, you talking about this is the police force, correct?
Right.
This is police force because I don't know if they give the identity of the police officer.
Oh, let's go. Let's keep going.
Yeah, maybe they do. You know what I'm saying, but I don't know if they give the identity of them.
All right, so continuing, it says Murray also said the responding officers were beating and kicking on the door.
So he came with his gun out. Now he's kicking on the door, beating on the door. Now, I would assume that the boy who called gave a very intense report to 911 operator.
Right.
And she reported it in an intense way. This is why he's coming so aggressive. I would just assume that. I'm not saying it's true, but I would just, kind of assume that he's coming with his gun out. He's kicking the door. That means he's trying to get in here because there's absolutely some danger or something going on.
Here's the thing. That's
what I'm thinking.
Even if there was danger, like that's not how you handle it as a police officer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not how you handle a situation like that. Well, are you saying it was a hostage situation? Because if that's the case, you would have got the hostages killed.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? What the report was or what the 911 said or what the case. We don't know.
What I do know is he's handling it wrong.
Okay, all right, we'll leave it at that. We'll take it at that.
But let's keep going. It says, while complying with the officer's orders, Maury said the officer fired a shot from the outside of the house as her son came around the corner of a hallway in the living room.
Now, there you go.
God,
this is where all the way wrong is wrong right here. This is where it's like, what the hell? He's firing shots now. All right, now that's wrong, and he hit the boy, obviously, correct?
Correct, sir. It says the boy suffered a collapsed lung, a fractured ribs, and I don't even know, lacerated liver. Listen, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it, man. You hit your liver. That's basically it. And was sent to the hospital for treatment. He had to be placed on a ventilator, but was released from the hospital on Wednesday, May 24th. Murray's daughter and 3-year-old nephew were inside the home at the time of the shooting, she said. His words to me were, "Why did he shoot me? What did I do wrong?"
Now you see, that's heartbreaking.
Right.
Little boy went, called 911 like he was supposed to get help for his mother like he was supposed to. You understand? Young man, sure he ain't, of course, not breaking no laws and like that. And he's the one that ends up getting shot.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Listen, that's awful, man. And in your mind, it as a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, in your mind, it's almost a damn if you do, damn if you don't, because you try to teach your kids the right thing to do. If something goes wrong, you call 911, but you also got to also tell them when you call 911, it can also go wrong. It's a damn lose-lose situation. You understand?
What they used to say, if they get up, get down. 911 is a joke in your town.
Flynn,
right?
Big up to Long Island.
Of course, I'm going to use that one.
Big up to Long Island. Long Island, New York.
But that just shows that it's always been a problem.
Yeah.
With these police, it's always been there isn't a generation you could speak of where there's police and Black people have been saying we can't trust the police. Like, when will it ever get correct?
Right. what I want to illuminate on this in this situation is that, we under these curses. You understand? The little boy got shot, and it's whether it was accidental, maybe it was on purpose. Who knows? We just don't know. We just reporting on what happened. You understand? It was a domestic dispute between a mother and a man that went between her legs and made a child with her.
Right.
There was some type of domestic dispute that led to a child getting shot. This is not good. You know what I'm saying? This is a lack of brotherhood, a lack of sisterhood. This is disgusting and nasty and filthy. You understand what I'm saying? And a young boy got shot over it, and that's what's wrong with the situation.
Right.
You understand? That's what's really wrong with the situation. The cop's gonna be a cop. A hyena is gonna be a hyena. A wolf's gonna be a wolf. A snake's gonna be a snake. A pig's gonna be a pig.
Right.
I can't blame the cop. You understand? What I can blame is the mother and the father of whatever child she got to let it get this far.
Right.
Do the police have to be called? You know what I'm saying? To handle their dispute. You understand? If they had a dispute, you know who they could have called and had it all situated?
Who?
General Muhammad.
Damn right.
They could have just called General Muhammad.
I don't have the hand claps, but
yeah, and had it all figured out. That's why the UPK needs to be in every single household.
Right.
Damn right.
You understand? Because it could have just been fixed quick, and no child would have got shot. And they probably would have went inside and made things all the way right in that bedroom. You know what I'm saying? If they just fixed it and got it right.
That's
You
right.
understand? This is the problem. This is why we bringing this article out to show how destructive and disgusting this world is, this earth is rather, how this society is, and how the UPK is all the way needed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't call police. You know what I'm saying? Other people, they are the police. Other Israelite groups, they are the police.
Right.
They're the ones that are all going to come to your house and shoot your children. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on. UPK, we're going to fix that marriage. And we're going to fix that relationship. We're going to fix it. So no little boy got to get shot, and nothing of this matter even happens. You understand what I'm saying? This is horrible to have a young boy who thought he was doing the right thing.
Right.
By calling the police to save his mother, he ends up shot with a collapsed lung, broken ribs, and a
lacerated liver.
Lacerated liver. This is what he gets for that. You understand what I'm saying? This is what he gets with that.
And but the sound of the story is like he the most mature character in this whole story.
Absolutely.
Right. Everybody else acting irate.
Right. Everybody else acting crazy and stupid. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 28. We're not gonna forget why we're here. We're not gonna forget why we're here. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 28 real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just drop this off real quick and we're gonna move on. This is crazy. You know, it's absolutely disgusting. You and anybody that's listening and watching, I hope you comment and share. If you think this article is disgusting, I don't care if it's just 3 of us in this room right now. If you think it's disgusting, put a 1 in the chat. If you think this is disgusting, imagine it being your child. Would you handle it this way? Would you go through it this way? Would you do this? You understand? Would you fight to the point to where your child got to call the police and their child gets shot? These are the curses that we're under.
It's like you said, 28 and 28.
That's correct. Go ahead and read when you got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Most High shall smite thee with madness.
These people are smitten with madness. You know what I'm saying? Upset and angry and aggressive and just out of control. Go ahead.
And blindness.
And they can't even see. You get so enraged that you can't even see no more. All you can see is red. You're just angry, you're mad, and you're doing whatever you got to do, and so on and so on. This is how the cops act. This is how gangbangers act, how drug dealers act. This is how the oppressor all the way acts. You understand what I'm saying? This is how the heathens act.
Right.
This is everything. This encompasses a whole group of people. You understand? To be just smitten by madness, and they're just so mad that they're blind. You understand what I'm saying? Goliath was so mad that he was blind. You understand? Goliath was mad. This little boy's gonna come against me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was just so smitten with madness that he was so blind that he didn't say, "Well, let me not take him for granted." You understand? And he got killed for that.
Absolutely.
You understand? Just to be smitten with blindness. Arrogance can be smitten with blindness. Or being overly confident can have you smitten with blindness.
Right.
There's so many things that have you smitten with blindness. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
And astonishment of heart.
Oh, it surprised him. You know what I'm saying? It surprised him. Go ahead.
And thou shalt grope at noonday.
Mm-hmm.
And as the blind gropeth in the darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
You understand? You're not going to prosper in your ways because you're blind and you're stupid and you're dumb. And it'll come to an end at one point in time. You understand what I'm saying? It'll come to an end at one point in time. And this is what happened. At the end, the little boy got shot. He could have lost his life. Instead, he lost probably a lung or a piece of a lung. Excuse me, a piece of a liver. You know what I'm saying? A piece of a liver he lost because of your madness and your stupidity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now the little boy lost a lung. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. It's disgusting. And guess what? This is a daily occurrence. It's just that it don't make the news every day. But to them hoods out there that don't make the news, we know all about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't make the channel 12 or channel 6, channel 5, 4, or 2 news, don't mean that we don't know about it. We know about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we there. You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible, terrible thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't get news coverage and don't get no recognition and don't get no help for it, that's why we call the show Let It Be Known.
That's right.
So people can wake up and realize what's really going on out here. You understand what I'm saying? To the 2 people in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with what we're saying. Put a 1 in there. Put a 2 if you don't. Let's talk about it. Let's let it be known. You understand? Y'all got something y'all want to add on there?
Listen, finish up with the verse. You got verse 30 is the main hit of the whole article.
All right, well, let's get it.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
Mm-hmm.
And no man shall save thee.
Right.
Say it again.
And no man shall save thee.
What about T.D. Jakes?
And no man shall save thee.
Come on, brother. You're not talking right. What about Martin Luther King?
And no man shall save thee.
Well, Malcolm X was powerful.
And no man shall save thee.
Hold on a second. Nat Turner was powerful.
And no man shall save thee.
Wait, there was Obama though, man.
What about
and
Maria Barack?
no man shall save thee.
None of them?
No man shall save thee.
Well, all of these black men and so-called strong black women, they can't save you. What about your own daddy?
And no man shall save thee.
Great-grandpapa?
No man shall save thee.
Pop?
No man shall save thee.
You know, a pop can't save. Nobody can save you. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't be saved. That's all. It can't happen.
Right.
And it won't happen. You understand? Only one that can save you is the Most High God. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Damn right, man.
Damn right.
That's it. That's the only one that can save you. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, you could be sitting somewhere in a prison cell under the earth. There can't nobody save you. You understand? Only one that can save you is the Most High God. To walk into your mind and your spirit and allow you to be free, even though your body may be confined. You understand? Because there's people that's free and their body's not confined, but their mind is. Now, that's a hell of a choice to make. Which one would you choose? To have a free mind with a free body, or a confined body, or a confined body with a free mind?
Right.
That's a strong choice to make.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's a strong choice to make. You know why? Because there's nobody that can save us.
That's right.
You understand? That, according to the scriptures, that is. You understand? Is there more on that?
Verse 30 is this situation.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Talk about it.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. And thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? This woman has how many baby daddies? Who knows? But this is another, this son that got shot, that's another man's child.
Right. Because it said it in the article.
Yeah, that's another man's child.
Right.
So this woman lay with a whole nother man, made a whole nother baby, and that nigga came over there at 4 o'clock in the morning, upset. God knows what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put on him for acting like a fool
at
4 o'clock in the morning. But God knows what she did. She could have blew a certain kind of rod that he just wasn't in the green. Like, what the? That's my brother. But who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What happened? You know what I'm saying? But whatever it was, it made him at 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe he was a little tipsy and went there to cause a problem.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming her. I think both of them are stupid and dumb, no matter what the situation is. But we from certain areas and we from certain lifestyles. We know what it was. 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Read them comments. What the comments say at the end right there?
It's Marsar. Marsar, he says,
what's up? What's up, boy? Yeah,
he said those filthy black leaders only come out when they can get in the news and make money off black people's pains.
That's a fact. Yeah, absolutely. That's an absolute fact. You know what I'm saying? That's an absolute fact.
If I may, sir,
go ahead,
this just shows that this was happening even back then.
Absolutely.
Even back then, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell within.
There you go.
That's how this story starts.
Right. That's the man
right.
there.
That's the story. That's
the
how
man
it starts.
Was once in that house. Yeah. Now he's not in that house.
Right. He betrothed her wife, but another man slept with her.
Yeah.
Now he's not in the house.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now what's the cure to all of this? Serve the Most High God.
Right.
That's the cure to all of this garbage. Just serve the Most High God. You understand? Even if the woman does go off and sleep with somebody else, guess what? Serve the Most High God.
Right.
Don't worry, he'll get you somebody or something to come along. I don't care what situation you in. I don't care what situation you in, and you think, well, ain't nobody gonna come. I can't. Trust me, the Lord will send you somebody, and it'll make your day, your week, your month, your year, your life. Trust me. You understand that? You understand? This is disgusting and filthy that the sleaziness of some parents, step parents, or some whores or a whoremonger got a little boy shot.
Right.
You understand? Got a little boy shot. I don't know where nobody's from. Where I'm from, little boys getting shot. That's horrible.
Right.
That's terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. You know what I'm saying? And this is a cop that did this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully he turn like anybody else in the hood. You got to turn yourself in on that one, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to turn yourself in on that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go ahead and face it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how it go down. So this filthy, disgusting pig that went and shot into a house for what reason? The article's not even saying what reason. Not even saying what reason this cop shot inside the house. What's the reason? He just shot inside the house?
Right.
Let me get the death adder one. I think it's in Psalms. Maybe Psalms 58. I'll be in Psalms 58. You understand? For a police officer to go in there and just shoot inside the house. They didn't say that they thought an assailant was in there or they thought the man had a gun. They ain't say nothing. They just say he came with his gun out, kicked the door. They don't know if he kicked the door in or they let him in or what. All of a sudden he came in there shooting. And then shooting, he struck a 11-year-old boy. He should be brought up on charges, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's it right there?
Kind of, sir.
Let's go ahead and get to it real quick.
Psalms chapter 58, verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Now, let me tell you something. What is that poison? Christianity is that poison.
Right.
Thanksgiving is that poison. Christmas is that poison. Easter is that poison. What's the other one? Halloween is that
Thanksgiving, Christmas, Memorial Day.
What's the one? Memorial Day. Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
That's just poison.
Right.
Love everybody. That's poison.
Right.
Martin Luther King. That's poison. Everything that they gave us is just strictly poison. Your weed, your crack, your coke, your dope, your e-pills, your Molly, your K2, all of that is just poison. All of it's just extremely poison. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just all poison. This is the poison that they give us. Please keep going.
They are like the death adder.
Say it again.
They are like the death adder.
They are deaf adders. What's adder? An adder is a snake.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the deaf, a snake can't hear you. He gonna bite you with his venom, or he'll wrap his whole body around your neck and strangle you to death, and then eat you whole. When I say eat you whole, I literally mean they can crack their mouth wide open and eat you whole.
Right.
This is the oppressor that we're dealing with. This is the pain that we're dealing with. This is who we are. Excuse me, this is who they are. And who we are is the prey. You understand? Right. We're dealing with deaf adders. To go inside of a house and just start shooting. And you're supposed to be a professional. Don't you go to the gun range and all of that? You're a professional with a badge and took an oath and everything. You just went in there and started shooting and shot an 11-year-old little boy, you sucker. That's a punk move. You understand that? Keep going.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers.
They're not even listening. You know what I'm saying? They can't hear. You trying to talk to them and please, we shall overcome, my Lord. They're not hearing none of that. They're not hearing none of that. They're just deaf adders.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna get off of this, but black man, woman, and child, I want you to pay attention to what's going on out here. We got plenty more scriptures really to go with this. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty more scriptures, but I'll end it on this one. If y'all brothers want to bring something out, bring it on out. This is disgusting and filthy and nasty. Black man, woman, and child, learn to love each other,
right?
So our children won't get shot and have broken ribs and a severed liver, and what else?
A collapsed lung.
And a collapsed lung. Learn to love each other before our kids have to suffer this.
Right.
Why don't you learn to love? Let's love each other. Stop being selfish, filthy, disgusting, nasty, emotional bastards. And let's just love each other so our kids won't get shot for no reason. So our kids won't be shot for having to save our lives when our lives shouldn't even have to be saved.
Right.
That's all I got to say on that. Let's move on.
Most High in Christ, man. And what people need to understand, those are the type of people that's going to be praised tomorrow. Understand? Those type of military people, the type of veterans on the Air Force, whatever, Navy,
all of it.
Army,
all of it.
You know what I'm saying? Or the police department, or whatever, the Coast Guards, all these people. And that's why, you know what's funny? We got the article from yesterday. You know, I ain't even read it. You know what I'm saying? I just read the goddamn headline. You know what I'm saying? I read it. But listen, if you don't know, we're gonna get right into it, right? Let me just put it on the screen for everybody real quick.
Right.
Put it on the screen where it is. Boom.
They over here training.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Let me see. Get everybody to see it. Boom, right here. It says soldier who said he wanted the combat experience to kill black people booted after FBI probe. So right here is just letting you know your military, your people that you want to be, you're gonna mourn tomorrow and praise and thank God for Memorial Day. This and that. Listen, they will kill. They're there to kill you, man. They're there to destroy you. They're good. They're to go learn to kill black people. Like I said out there in camp, they want combat experience, man. They don't want combat experience to learn how to defend America or learn to be a better person or learn this or that. They want combat experience to kill black people, man.
They want a second civil war.
Yeah, they want a second civil war.
Matter of fact, that's where you get the whole term Boogaloo Boys.
Right.
Civil War II, Electric Boogaloo. Like it's disgusting, man. And these are the people you want us to be like. These are the people you praise. You're gonna cook the good Franks and burgers tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? It took a day off of work to praise these people who's trying to murder you. And they done fool people so much. You think you should be in the military. You know what I mean? They enticing people with charges, Dodge charges, and college credits. And you gonna go into this organization where they're training to kill you, man. You know what I mean? Like I said before, you the enemy.
Did you read the article? Okay, I'm trying to make it bigger. I don't know if I can make it bigger for the people, but
yeah, 1 second. Let me just pull it up on my phone.
Because these words is goddamn small.
No sweat. No sweat.
Let's see. Image. View pay search.
All right. A former paratrooper with the 82nd Airborne Division who has been arrested said he enlisted to become a more proficient at killing black people.